All of the major marijuana drug reform organizations appeared at the Seattle Hempfest, including the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, with Executive Director Alan St. Pierre and founder Keith Stropp. The American Civil Liberties Union was also in attendance, as well as the good people from the Marijuana Policy Project, including Executive Director Rob Campia. Soon enough, the moment that everyone in attendance had been waiting for, the hour of 4:20, had arrived. We began with the comedy of Ngayo.
I have the shoes and my brother works nights, so I gotta go pretty soon. Some of you don't got no money, you know what I'm talking about. You ever been so broke you went to your couch again? I love Rice Krispie treats with marijuana butter. Nice crispy treats. I looked in the pantry one time, all I had was marshmallows, margarine, and top ramen. So, hey, who wants ramen treats? They were hella good, too.
The war on drugs is a war on you. If you take a look at the arrest statistics in this country, who gets busted for pot possession, it's something like 75% are under the age of 30, and that's not right. The war on drugs is increasingly a war on youth, and we are in a war on students. Did you know that in this country, if you get convicted for beating someone up for aggravated assault, you can go to college no problem. But if you get busted for simple marijuana possession, you automatically lose your eligibility for federal financial aid.
These two beautiful ladies here are medical marijuana patients. This woman right here. This woman right here is named Katie Rourke. And there's a prosecutor up there in Snohomish County, and she wants to put Katie in jail. They sold her house. They took all of her money. They put it in escrow. They're taking her to trial on September 11th. Big the irony. And they want to put this woman in jail. Potheads! Potheads! Where's my deadheads? Redheads! Even a few redheads out there. Citizens, and it's beautiful that we're here with our First Amendment rights to speak freely, our First Amendment rights to assemble peaceably. It's all about changing laws, people. Why is marijuana illegal? Why? 70 years marijuana has been illegal. When the Constitution was written on hemp paper, when the founders were growing hemp, when it was required in the colonies to grow hemp, someone has stolen our American birthright. They have stolen our spiritual heritage. They have stolen our natural God-given medicine. So, why is marijuana illegal? I'll tell you why. There's a lot of people that want to keep marijuana illegal. We can look at the oil industry, the timber industry, the cotton industry, the pharmaceutical industry. They got a lot of money. They got a lot of lobbyists. They got a lot of power in Washington. They don't want the competition. You want to know why marijuana is illegal? It's because there's a lot of businesses that depend on marijuana being illegal. The prison industry, the prison guard industry, the cops, the DEA, various government agencies, construction companies that build prisons, and the various corporations out there that depend on cheap prison labor. You know why they like to arrest potheads? Because we're good workers. You put us in a prison cell, pay us 17 cents an hour, and we can book your tickets on Greyhound. We can book your tickets on the airlines. We're pretty damn reliable. You know, a meth head, that's kind of hard to do. And they start twisting the paper up and getting the paper clip. It's real pain. So why is marijuana illegal? Because politically, there's a lot of people that benefit from it. Republicans who can be tough on drugs. Tough on drugs. We're going to do something about crime by locking up peaceful people who don't harm anybody and pretty much are very creative and intelligent. Yeah, so how are we going to do that? That's going to solve crime, sure. And there's a lot of demagogues out there, religious demagogues, corporatists who want to keep a certain segment of the population down. This all started from racism, people. The first anti-marijuana laws were passed because the immigrants were coming in from Mexico and they were coming to take our jobs. And so you couldn't throw them in jail for being brown, so you could throw them in jail for what they smoked. They did this in New Orleans, Louisiana, when the jazz players, when the black jazz musicians were coming in, and they were going to be crazy, and they were going to take all the white women, and so they made their drug illegal so they could lock them up. There are so many people that benefit from marijuana being illegal, including some of you. Some of you sell marijuana. Every now and then, sell an eighth, sell a quarter, sell an ounce. I don't sell too much. I sell just enough to get myself by and maybe make a little gas money, and that fuels a black market, and that fuels the next dealer up, and that fuels enough profit for the DEA to come in and start ripping up the gardens. If there were no profit in it, there'd be no illegality. It's not the color green from the leaf, it's the color green from the money that keeps it illegal. So, think about that. Now, how many of my people out there like to smoke the marijuana? How many of my people out there have called their Congress this year? That's what I thought. See, that's why marijuana is illegal. There's 150 to 200,000 people that come here to Hempfest every year. If everyone else got their cell phone out right now and called Congress, imagine 20,000 calls on their voicemail. I'm going to give you a number. Are you ready? Pull out your cell phone. We're calling Congress. We're going to say, we're sick and damn tired of being thrown in jail. We're sick and damn tired of losing our college tuition. We're sick and damn tired of losing our jobs. We're sick and damn tired of having a key to get a job. Are you ready? Are you ready? 202-224-3121. Everybody, 202-225-3121. Everybody, 202-225-3121. Everybody, 202-225-3121. Call your Congress, please. I tell you, please give it up. Keep strong.
Thank you. I don't know about you folks, but I smoke pot and I like it a lot. I'm a 63-year-old lawyer, and I first smoked marijuana 42 years ago when I was a freshman at Georgetown Law School. I've been a regular pot smoker ever since, and I'm here to say there's absolutely nothing wrong with the responsible use of marijuana, and it should be of no interest or concern to the government. It is time we stopped arresting and started respecting responsible marijuana smokers. Now, I don't want to overrun into 420. You want me to stop here? Okay, a half a minute. Real quick, we need to eliminate all penalties for marijuana smokers, and it doesn't matter whether you smoke for the fun of it, as medicine, for religion, or just the fun of the government business. And we want the right to grow our own marijuana. It's time to get up, stand up, light up, and let the country know how you feel.
Okay, hold on. Keith is going to help us do one thing. We got about a half minute. We're going to do the hemp cheer here. Come on, folks. Now, don't wuss out on me, okay? Come on, give me an H. Give me a damn H. Give me an E. Give me a P. What does that spell? What does that smell? What are we going to legalize? That's right. Now let's do the count from 5.